All right. Okay, so today gonna open a box of Everfest. So I've opened a case so far. Managed to pull myself a Arcanite Skull Cap. So very pleased at that because it's the only card that I'm missing from Arcane Rising. 36 Majestics. 3 extended art and 6 cold foils, so not bad. Bravo's still eluding me, obviously, and there's still quite a few Majestics for me to find. I guess we'll start like everybody is at the moment and talk about paper boosters. Yeah, I'm really impressed. I still think Flesh and Blood packaging looks really simple. It looks great as a display box. I think that's done really well. Really nice art. But I'm kind of like, when you see Flesh and Blood next to Magic and Digimon, Flesh and Blood packaging looks really understated. I get what they're doing here. The whole, it's a ticket. It looks nice, but it's very simple. I'm hoping that the starter pack product that's coming out in April is gonna be really nice and attract people in that way. So I'm opening it. It's not the side tear that we've seen on the Japanese ones. These ones were printed in Belgium, so it is the old, you would open it in the middle type here, but it's also paper, so you can just tear it how you like, which is really nice. You're not seeing through that paper, so you can't see cards, but I can also just chuck it in the recycling, and you think the amount of packaging I've thrown in the bin. Anyway, we are basically not going to go through cards like this. As you see, I'm just now hunting Majestics, and we start with a cold foil Dreadbore. Nice. So yeah, we are just looking for Majestics and a few rares, so we should nicely go through this. So yeah, happy with the packaging. The foils, I've had a bit of a hit and a miss. I've always liked Flesh and Blood foils because it's usually pointing out bits of the armour, but I've noticed, I don't know if it's thinner printing, but you can also see like the whole card on some look foil. And it makes them look a bit like, I guess the only thing I can go back to is like 20 years ago when you had knockoff Pokemon cards that were clearly counterfeit, and people had got whole foilings. And unfortunately, it does look a bit like that because the whole card is foil, not just the art. You can, especially in the Guardian ones, you can really see the foiling on the text panel. Don't know. Yeah, I didn't see it on other sets with Guardian cards. So, and there's a Tri-Shot in foil. Yeah, really loving this set. Crucible Wall is my last favourite as well. I don't know. There's something about a really fun set where you just get tons and tons of different cards. And there's Bingo, and there's another Dreadbore. Okay, looks like I got a cold foil Dreadbore for sale. Liking the high percentage of Majestics you're getting. I'm loving the cards. I'm loving that it's just opening up Blitz as a format. It really does feel like these kind of sets really do just focus a bit more on making Blitz more viable with more heroes, and that's what we need in Blitz. You know, it's a format that's been dominated by Ira early on, and then it got kind of dominated by Briar. I've started playing Ira again because I feel that, you know, she's not dominating the meta. She you know, I've been beaten down by Ice Lexi quite badly. So that there's enough out there now that it feels like the meta's opening, and this set, I'm just looking at it and going like, ooh, Benji's an actual possibility now. You can actually run a decent, maybe a little bit too decent Benji deck. So you know, that there's options out there now. So I just feel that supplemental sets are the way to go for just opening up the meta. Interesting also to hear that there's only one major expansion this year. I don't know if it's because this technically, although it's the last cycle, it's in this year's cycle. I mean, we don't officially have cycles in Flesh and Blood as you would in Magic, but it's tended to so far go 2 main releases and a supplemental set, and we are now getting one main release this year in June, and then a supplemental set towards Christmas, and I'm okay with that. You know, there's a little bit less to buy, means I've got a little bit more time to focus on chasing those cards that I need to finish Monarch and Tails, although Tails less. I guess Monarch will go out of print before Tails does. I guess I've still got a year after this year before they probably announce that those go out of print. Again, it's all early days, so it's all guessing when the out of print announcements will be, but I imagine 2 years like the other sets, so we shall see. Okay, another one. I'm going to say I'm already up to 7 Majestics. I've got half a box still to go. Ish. So yeah, really loving this set. It's got some nice stuff in it, and there's some interesting stuff coming in the year. So really interested to see what they do with that starter set. There's a lot of speculation whether we'll see versus decks or whether it'll be like a big set of intro decks where you can mix and match products, perhaps moving away from the Blitz format decks and maybe making another cold foil. I'm going to put that over here. Oh, and there's Majestic number 8. So yeah, beautiful value out of this pack. Let's keep going. Yeah, really interested to see what they do with the starter set. I'll probably get one myself, even though you know, I've been playing for a while. It's just to have as an intro that I can pull out, and something a little bit better to demo than just the Ira decks. Oh, I love just tearing paper and something satisfying not putting it all in the bin, number 9, and just putting it in the recycling instead. And you do think like the amount of product that you open to start, and number 10. Moving over to paper, it's just like, it seems so simple, but like, why did nobody think of it before? Well, I mean, somebody tried it before, but we shan't talk about that. All right, last pack. Can we get something spicy? Let's have a look. Yeah, fairly happy. 2 cold foils of note and some nice cards. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to subscribe, because hey, I need more subscribers. And also, I've got a Patreon. If you want me to open some boxes and you want to get some of these shiny stuff that, you know, good pull rate, drop a link to the Patreon. Take care.